The Ford Fiesta is dead, and we're all sad about that. It was a brilliant little super mini, but to be honest, its death was slow and painful. Over the last couple of years, it went from being Britain's best-selling car to dropping out of the top 10 altogether. And Vauxhall has been picking up the scraps with this, the latest Corsa. The Fiesta's arch-nemesis remains one of Britain's best-selling cars. It came second in the sales charts last year, so the question is, why are so many of you buying it?
I mean, I'll be honest with you, I don't think many people are buying it because of its stunningly beautiful looks. I mean, it looks more modern compared to the previous model. I like the two-tone look with the black roof and the coloured body. It's not offensive, is it? It's got mass appeal.
So, nothing spectacular so far. The Corsa is perfectly acceptable to look at, but surely that isn't enough for it to be one of the most popular cars in Britain. It must have something up its sleeve, and you know what? It kind of does. Let's take it for a drive and I'll show you what I mean.
It's this little engine. We've got a 1.2 litre turbocharged petrol engine, and it's pretty blooming sweet. I mean, it delivers power quite smoothly. You don't really get any vibration through the car. I mean, occasionally you get the little 3-cylinder thrum, but I mean, that's not unbearable. In terms of speed, this is a bit faster than the VW Polo equivalent. We've got 99 brake horsepower, 0 to 62 time of 9.3 seconds, but I'll be honest, it feels a bit quicker than that. I mean, no, this car doesn't knock your socks off, but every now and again, you find yourself going, oh, go on. Oh, we got a nice smooth 8-speed automatic gearbox, and look at this, 53.2 miles per gallon. Yeah. So the engine's a very nice little unit, but I don't think that's the reason why people are queuing around the corner to get one of these things. So what's the rest of the car like? Well, it rides on the Stellantis CMP platform, which is shared with cars like the Peugeot 208. And this new Corsa is actually 108 kilograms lighter than the previous model, which actually in a car of this size, you really notice the difference. The controls are nice and light. It's really nice and easy to drive. Again, don't get me wrong, it's not going to blow you away. It's not as fun or as agile as a Ford Fiesta, but it's responsive enough. You can chuck it round a corner if you want to. It's comfortable. It's not as comfortable as a Polo, but it's close. It's close. I've done a lot of motorway miles in this thing, and it's been perfectly fine. This is the sort of car where you're not going to be overly offended by anything and you're not going to get overly excited by anything. It's fine.
Okay, so the Corsa isn't exactly groundbreaking to drive, but there's nothing much to dislike either. And this is a super mini that offers a fully electric model, which can't be said for many rivals. Even when it was still with us, the Fiesta was only available with petrol power, and the same goes for the VW Polo and the Hyundai i20. The Hyundai i20. Even more important is that Vauxhall has been able to keep the Corsa alive in an age where low-margin small cars don't always make the best business case, and Ford found that out the hard way.
The global semiconductor shortage meant that Ford couldn't produce as many cars as before, so they had to sacrifice the Fiesta in favour of the Puma. So it kind of opened the door for Vauxhall, and the Corsa just sort of strutted in and went, this is my moment. So really, people are buying the Vauxhall Corsa because you can buy a Vauxhall Corsa. That's it. Should we have a look at the interior? See what you're getting for your £17,500 start price? Come on then. It's a bit mundane in here. I know some people like having the all black vibe, but I just find it just a little bit boring. I mean, it's all very functional though. You've got physical climate controls, which we all know I'm a fan of. Twisty buttons and stuff. Love that. Oh, and heated seats. Can I just say, this is a message to all manufacturers. We don't use heated seats to warm ourselves up. We don't. We use our heated seats to soothe our aching, aging backs. So all cars should have heated seats, in my humble opinion, to soothe our aching, aging backs. If you go for the entry-level model, then you get analog dials, but then if you step up, then you get these digital ones, which are fine. I feel like it's been a bit of an afterthought, really. Like, the layout is perfectly okay and you can understand and read everything, but I feel like more effort could have been put in there to make it look a bit more funky, if you will. Add a bit of design in there rather than just numbers and figures and things. This screen here, this is the infotainment screen. So if you go for the entry level model, then it's 7 inches, but once you step up, then it's 10 inches. And the system inside, so it's all shared with other Stellantis group cars. It's a bit fiddly. I suppose it just takes a little bit of getting used to. I mean, it's got Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, so that's all fine. It's fine. It's perfectly fine.
The new Corsa only comes as a 5-door, but cabin space isn't a strong suit. The rear doors are quite narrow, so entry is a little bit tricky, and it's a bit cramped back there compared to the Hyundai i20. The 309-litre boot is a fair bit smaller than its Korean rival as well. This thing doesn't really have any massive flaws, but it doesn't sparkle like its amazing sales figures might suggest either. The Corsa is a decent motor, but we reckon the popularity is more of a case of right place, right time. And fair play to Vauxhall for making a case for the Super Mini when Ford just couldn't.